This is Ron Clymer at Clymer School of Real Estate in Orlando, Florida. And you know, I hope that these videos that I'm putting up on just what I call general interest topics are of value to you. But I want to talk to you today about reaching your goals. Now, I'm assuming that anybody that's watching this video has goals. Because if you're watching this video, it's probably because you want to do better. Well, if you don't have any goals, you got to go sit down and write some goals. Also, this is Clymer School of Real Estate. So I tend to use real estate as examples, although this would be true for anybody. But let's just say you're new in a real estate business. You got in the real estate business and you've been in the business for a while and you're looking for a way to do better in a real estate business. Well, the first thing I want you to do is write down some goals. And the next thing I want you to do is to be creative. Let me tell you how to be creative. I want you to get up every morning. And the best time to do this is when you first get up in the morning. And I want you to write down your goals. Now, personally, I have a little book like this. It's got a little bookmarker. My kids gave me this for Christmas. It's just blank pages. And I get up every morning and I write down my goals on a sheet in this book. Let's just say, for instance, you got up and you said, my goal is to list 6 houses this month. Well, I would say that's a pretty good goal. Well, then I want you to write down 1 through 10 and just write down 10 things that you can do to accomplish that goal. Well, what might you write down? Let's see. You want to list 6 houses a month. Now help me out. Is that a good job, an extraordinary job, or a poor job in real estate? Where I come from, that's a little bit above average. But I don't think that's going to win you the salesman of the month at most of the places I've worked. Now, with that thought in mind, let's see. What is something you could do that you're not doing now? Well, and by the way, even if you are doing it now, you're maybe not doing enough of it. What if you wrote down, start a blog? Okay, that's a good idea. But all we're doing here is coming up with ideas. So don't go into details. Don't jump up from what you're doing and go fire up a blog, but start a blog. That would probably help. What if you wrote down, call an expired listing? That would be a good idea. What if you wrote down, call a for sale by owner? That'd be a good idea. Call a foreclosure victim. Maybe call an asset manager. Asset manager, those are the people that list REOs. So they got a list with somebody. It might as well be you. What else could you write down? Well, let's see. You could join the Rotary Club, or you could join some kind of service club like that. I personally wouldn't want to do that just to get a few listings, but that's the purpose of those type organizations, is for businessmen to come together and network. By the way, here's an idea you might write down. Find out what you've got to do that if somebody puts in best real estate broker in Orlando, Florida, somebody puts that into Google, who comes up? And why is that true? And why can't it be you? There's a way you can make that happen, I think. That'd be a good thing. By the way, you might write down, start posting videos like this video. If you started posting videos like this video about how to get your house sold, but what I want you to do is just sit down every single morning and write down 10 ideas. This is not hard to do, because here's what happens. Number one, you start your day by stating your goal to yourself. Number two, you start to write down ideas. I got some hot news for you. You're going to write down a ton of bad ideas. But you know, you don't have to write down but one good idea and implement that idea. By the way, don't worry about implementing the ideas. You know, you might write down, call a for sale by owner, when the truth is, you're so afraid of for sale by owners, you'd never call one. Well, let's see. How could we improve on that idea? Well, if you can't call one, maybe you could send them a piece of mail. Or the expireds. You don't want to call the expireds for whatever reason, send them a piece of mail. And so a lot of times you take an idea that you wrote down in the morning, you take a look at it later, and you realize that idea won't work for me, but this idea will. Now let me tell you something. This idea will work for you. You get up every morning, you write your goal in a wire-bound notebook, a loose leaf notebook, a book similar to what I've got here. You write that goal down every morning. You write down 10 ideas to help you accomplish that goal. You do that for 30 days in a row. You will not believe what will happen.